Okay, yesterday was our independence, and we thank God that Nigeria is even a country that is independent. So this morning I want to encourage we Nigerians, and I want to say that Nigeria is 60 years old, and we really thank God for the moving forward of the country. Like America is like 200 plus, Nigeria is just 60 years old. So I would not like us to have a comparison with the first world country and the third world country. But in the reality, are we truly a third world country? I've done my research so far and I come to a better conclusion, and not even to a better conclusion, I came to a conclusion. But I did a research of recent and I discovered that Nigeria has been marked as the poverty capital of the world. Now, and why did they rank Nigeria as the poverty capital of the world? Is it that the country does not have money? No. The country has money, but its total care for its people, the total care for the people has been neglected, and that was what made them poor. Now, the people suffer a lot. Now, according to their analysis, Nigerian government only provides $4.5 per year for health on each citizen, of which even the money we don't even get it. So when I look at that, I was like, Nigeria is a rich country now. Look at the houses our politicians are building. Look at kids. Look at all these musicians. Look at how big we live our lives, and even we that we're even doing small scale jobs, and at least barely we see somebody that don't even have a car. Even people that do barbers now have cars. I was like, okay. So I went further to do further research, just to discover that there's a big difference in prosperity and poverty. And being poor is different from poverty. It's good to be poor, but when you are in poverty, it's the bad thing that can ever happen to you. There's a single honor. There's a film I watched, Avatar, and the uncle told Zuko that there's a little honor, but not in poverty, in being poor. To be poor is good, but to be poverty minded is the worst situation you can find yourself. Now, prosperity is the best. Now, the problem of Africa is you being poor. Africa is a poor country. Like we don't really have access to mineral resources. Like South Africa has just little of gold, mining, you understand? Nigeria has crude oil, and Togo, I'm not even sure they have any mineral resources. I'm not sure Cameroon has any mineral resources. So that's why this country could not even really develop, because they lack investment policy. Like they don't have a business that they can run to fetch money for them. And they not do the worst about it, they do little, or they have no little or no even agriculture at all. Yeah, you barely see Africans go into farming. Like they see it as a poor man's job. They all want to do the white collar job, they don't want to work in the banks, and so on and so on and so forth. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that Africa is a poor country. Why poverty now resides in some African countries. Being poor is good, but dying poor is not good. Nigeria is a poor country. When the colonial masters were leaving us, they mentioned one statement. They said, "It's your country now. That is, the country is our own now." Now, Nigeria, out of his poorness, because he was born poor, but decided not to live poor, tried his or her possible best to bring the of the best that the country can bring from itself, and we discover crude oil. Crude oil has liberated almost all the countries in the world. Any country that can produce crude oil has become the richest country in the world. So Nigeria was supposed to automatically catapult from third world country to first world country in the last 40 years. But what happened? Poverty. Poverty happened to Nigeria. And who are those people that are poor? The Nigerian leaders. Our Nigerian leaders, our Nigerian people, not only the leaders, the Nigerian leader, the Nigerian people, you that are listening to me, even me that we are talking, we have our number one enemy is not the devil, it's poverty. Poverty does not mean that you don't have 20 million in your account. Poverty does not mean you don't have 20 billion in your account. Poverty does not mean you don't have 500 billion in your account. You will have it, but you have nothing to show for it. Nigeria as a country, PPP is close to 1.2 trillion. While GDP, I think it's like about $500 million. $500 billion, sorry. Billion dollars, GDP, $500 billion. While PPP is about $1.2 trillion. They have all the money, but had nothing to show for it for the past 60 years. Nigeria has been existing for the past 60 years, and we have not one thing to show for our existence. It's poverty that makes you to rely on old glory. The other time there was xenophobia, the killing of Nigerians in South Africa, by the South Africans, and some people were commenting on Instagram and they were like saying, your brother, your elder brother that has nothing to show for the past 60 years is not an elder brother. This is not criticism, this is reality. An average Nigerian should be able to afford nothing less than a 2-bedroom flat in Lagos and Abuja. An average Nigerian. And a 2-bedroom flat in Nigeria costs nothing less than 800 to 1 million naira, depending on your area. So an average Nigerian, when I mean an average Nigerian, I mean somebody that is on the average. An average Nigerian should collect nothing less than 500,000 naira a month. An average Nigerian. Some people say you're a thief. Now, this is what they used to capitalize poverty. 500,000 is 1,244 US dollars. An average Nigerian man does not have 500,000 in his account as savings. I that I'm talking. Same. An average Nigerian man does not have 500,000. That is, an average Nigerian man does not have $1,244. Of which in US, this $1,244 we're talking about, you make it in 3 to 4 days. So an average Nigerian man does not have this in his account. Even you that you called yourself that you are so rich, one of the richest in your family, have you tried to convert your money to dollars to see how much you have? That will tell you how poor you are. If you begin to compare yourself with the way the world prosperity is going, Nigeria is a poor country. Nigeria is a poor country. Our governments are really, really, really not investing our money. Our economy is not rising. It's not galloping. It's not even an economy to call. Is it protest that we need? The answer is no. Nigerians does not need to protest. Neither do we need to have good government, because who is good in Nigeria? Who is good? If it's not the president of the nation is not our problem. That's the problem that we have in Nigeria. We think Buhari is the problem of Nigeria. Buhari is not. Buhari does not make the sole decision in Nigeria now. He's the head of the executive. We have the legislatures. We have the judiciary. There are 3 arms of government. Buhari is not the sole. decision maker in Nigeria. It's just a part of the decision making in Nigeria. It's a part of the. If there are two ways Nigeria can be good. The first one is not possible. One way that Nigeria can be good, we need to scrap democracy in Nigeria. Democracy cannot work for us. We must scrap democracy in Nigeria. It can't work. It is not a government by the people. It can never work. It has never been by the people. So what should we do? Is it that Nigeria creates its own government that will work for him? Is it that Nigeria creates its own government that will work for him? That whatsoever, when we appoint you and you don't do anything, we have the right to, there's a way they do it, you just remove you, they behead you, they kill you or something, or amputate you or something. Nigeria needs to create its own. We don't need to follow the Americans because it can't work. If that is not done, the people should wake up. The Nigerian people should wake up and leave the government alone. Leave the government alone in their poverty-minded state. In the poverty-minded states, they begin to re-educate themselves in prosperity. Begin to understand what prosperity is, and they begin to educate themselves and begin to love themselves in prosperity. And we begin to work together and see that the battle is not poverty. The battle is not government, the battle is poverty. We are fighting against poverty. Let us begin to stand up and begin to help ourselves get out of poverty. Begin to help our neighbors get out of poverty. It's all we begin to be proud. And how can we do this? How can we do this? We remove greed from our system. You bought something of 4,000 naira. Why don't you sell it for 5? Why selling it 50,000 naira? After you collect 45,000, what do you use it to do? Nothing. Why can't we just reduce the price we put on things for our fellow brothers and sisters? If something costs at least when you buy a goods of 4,000, you're only permitted to have a 20% rate. 20% is even on the high side, but it's understandable. 20% is the highest you can go. 50%, you're overcharging. 20% does not mean extortion. 20% is a good bargain. I bought something for 4,000, calculating your transportation and everything. You bought something for 4,000 naira. They sold it 4,800 naira. It's understandable. But why saying 50,000, even over 100%? You sold it over 100%. I want us to fight poverty. Poverty is killing us. The problem is not our government. The problem is our mindset. Many of us are poor in our mind. Our mind is truly fighting with poverty. We cannot eat a daily good breakfast in Nigeria. We manage our life. I have a timetable. I'll read it for you this morning. I did this timetable to eat my food, my daily food. Somebody will say, hey, it's because you have money now. That is why you have this timetable. Okay? Well, and I'm going to show you something. I'm trying to look for my notepad. Just pardon me. Okay? I have it on my notepad and I take it to my work every day. And this is my timetable. On Monday morning, I have snacks / tea and bread. On Monday night, I eat either wheat, fufu, eba, or anything. I eat it without vegetable, okra, or any soup I want. Tuesday morning, I eat white rice and stew sauce. Tuesday night, I eat fried yam, suya, and drink. Either I eat fried yam, or I eat suya, or I take fried chicken. Wednesday morning, I eat jollof rice / concoction rice. Wednesday night, I eat beans and plantain. Thursday morning, I eat fried rice, turkey and drinks, and I add it up with my fasting and my prayer because I love to pray a lot. Then Thursday night, I eat plantain and egg and apple. Friday morning, I eat indomie or spaghetti. Friday night, I eat porridge / yam and egg, and I finish it with an apple. Saturday morning, I eat salad and yogurt. Saturday night, I eat shawarma, chicken and chips with a 5 alive. Many will say, It's because you don't have children. It's because you don't have kids. The timetable I read for you today can work with kids. It can work with kids. It can work with anybody. All you just have to do, you just have to plan yourself. You see, prosperity simply means planning of the little that you have. Prosperity is not until you have the billions. America never had the whole money, but they plan with the little that they have. One of the problems of Nigeria has been the problem of planning. Nigeria don't plan. Nigerians will never plan. Nigeria do not. They say the Bible says something. Sorry for using the Bible, but I'm going to use it because that is the only one I know for now. The Bible says something. It says you don't build without considering the cost. No man build without considering the cost. Nigerians build, but they did not consider the cost. They just build. Before the roads that they want to build, none of our leaders consider how much will this thing cost. Okay, how can we get this money? Where should we get this money? They just what? Start the building. And at the end of the day, they could not finish it. Or they begin to use manage products. Ever since I've been born, Nigeria is 30 years old. I'm close to like 30, late 30s. So let's just say Nigeria is older than me with let's just 33 years. So for the past 26, 27, 28 years that I've been existing in this world, Nigeria has not changed. So please tell me, what is the hope of my children? What is the hope of my child? What is the hope of my children? For the past 28 years, there's not been a positive change in the country. So the children I'm going to give birth to, what will be their hope? I don't even want to give birth. There's no hope. There's nothing like Nigeria is going to be better. It's like you don't know what better is. Like you don't know what prosperity is. Like you don't understand prosperity. This country ain't going to prosper. It's not, they say God bless America. God bless America. That's what people are saying. God, yes, they're saying it because the government have a plan. Nigeria don't have a plan. Nigeria cannot successfully win a battle in the next 15 years. Nigeria cannot strategically go for a war and win. Nigeria don't have a plan. War cannot break out in Nigeria. Nigeria cannot afford a single 10-hour civil war in this country. Nigeria cannot afford it. We don't have a strategic plan. Our leaders are so sold out to poverty. Poverty is the mother. The son is greed. It is greed. It is poverty that gave birth to greed. Nigerians are trying to fight. They are not even fighting greed. They are so entangled with greed that they don't even know that there's a battle greater than greed, which is poverty. That is why when they have satisfied their greed, they want more. Why will a Nigerian leader buy? Okay, I want to ask a question. It's only poverty that makes you to have 10 cars in your compound. It's not prosperity, it's poverty. What do you want to use 10 cars to do? Do you drive the 10 at the same time? What are you using 15 house to do? Are you living in the 15 house at the same time? Now you made the houses empty. You bought the land, you built a big mansion on it, and you left it empty. Now people don't even have where to sleep. Are you trying to tell me that I should dash people my house? No. I'm trying to tell you that you can build a big estate in that house, make it affordable for people to rent and use. You get your money back. Definitely it's your land. You get your money back. Nigerians don't have a plan. The government don't have a plan. The people itself don't even have a plan for their life. Even their basic meal, they don't have a plan for their feeding. Even the meal that they eat, they don't. You just repeat food for your children every day. There's only rice and beans we have in Nigeria. There's a whole lot of food that we have in Nigeria, but many of you don't even mix it. We have egusi, we have ogbono, we have vegetable, we have eforiru. We have rice, we have beans, we have plantain, we have moi, we have eko, we have plenty. All you need to do is to have a plan. Let your children begin to have a feeling that they are rich, that they are not living in poverty, they're living in prosperity. Many of you cannot even buy a Go TV. No, that subscription is too much. Yeah, 2,500. That's how poor the government has made us. 2,500. That is how greedy that they are. But we can't be like them. Because if we are like them, we end up like them, being poor. Because they are poor. If you think they are rich, you're wrong. Go and check those things. Go and check what they use to rate a country as poor. India is the poverty capital of the world before. Nigerian population is not up to the population of India, but now Nigeria has taken over. Nigeria is the poor. Like, what do you mean by poverty capital? Capital of Nigeria is Abuja. So when I say, where's Nigeria? Oh, Abuja, the capital. Where's poverty? Nigeria. Poverty, Nigeria. Where's poverty? Nigeria. They're not friends because they become friends for a long time. Nigeria does not have a Messiah. They cannot even provide one. So the guns our police officers are using, is that the gun? They're not even criminals in the country. Because it's a poverty country. Pistol, a fine pistol, black pistol. I used to see it on TV. I've not seen one in Nigeria. To tell you how bad our government is. Pray that war should not happen in this country. Pray that should not be. I don't like protest. I don't like we trying to fight this government. I don't like we trying to beat this our government. Because when you try to protest or you try to create something, I don't like you instigation war, fight, because the innocent will suffer for it. So I'm really against protesting. I'm really against fighting the government. I'm really against saying this and this and that. I'm really against it. The other day I was going out and a police officer stopped me and he collected my papers. And it was like, my papers are not complete. I have a Toyota Corolla, but they wrote a Toyota Camry on my papers. And I was like, okay, but this is a typical error. It's not my fault. It's the IRS or it's the road safety fault. Despite they helped me to do my papers, it's their fault. Because I gave them my papers, Toyota Corolla. It's like, okay, then I went inside to check the number of my car. I said, no, there is a stolen car. They should arrest me, handcuff me, put me in this one. Then I checked the number of my car. And I checked the number on the paper. It's the same thing. I didn't just help them to argue because I know that Nigeria is a poverty country. I just okay. I accept the fact. What you are saying is right. There's no need for us to argue. I don't have a time for all this argument. I say, you're going to collect. I said, okay. I just trade to them that how much is for me to get my car out of here. They say you have to bring 10,000 naira. God, I was so embarrassed. 10,000 naira. I didn't have the guy to price it. I said, okay, no problem. Why am I paying it? They said, oh, the POS. The guy followed me to the POS station. I collected. I gave him the 10,000 naira. He followed me everywhere I was going. Whatever I want to do. He even gave me 200 naira to give the gate man when I'm leaving. I'm not comfortable. Did I want bully? And this thing, I became a client that they're taking care of. Nigeria, my country. When you hear the name Nigeria, my country, I dare no. Because the people are already colliding with greed, while the government are colliding with poverty. Buhari is poor. I'm very sorry to say, he has a poor mindset. He's poor. All our leaders are poor. If you cannot provide a good health care for your people, then I wonder how you take care of your health. If you cannot provide a good meal for your people, then I wonder what you eat. You are not eating healthy. Some people say, are you minding them? That they will go to there, they don't have a good plan of their eating. So let me tell you something. We try to copy the blacks, the whites. But we don't know that what the whites eat is based on their health. They have a food plan. Nigerians don't have. Many of us just try, like, I want to make some yogurt, and it's the poverty that's affecting your life. I see some girls on Instagram. I'm on full diet. I'm not gonna eat this period. I'm on this diet. You are poor. Now you just do things because you want to have promotions. No. What is your food plan for yourself? How many of you even go for checkup? Yesterday, the lady came. I was around the community, and the lady came. She said the GND something. Blah, 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 blah. So I said, okay. Then I said, I want to do a checkup for me. I said, okay, check me. How much? They said it's 100 naira. I said, oh, okay. I gave them 100 naira to do the checking, and they checked it, and they said my pulse is okay and everything is fine. I said, okay. I just want to know, because I had to do some checkup. I had to know if I'm fine, because I've shouted over the months. I've been stressed over the months, and I just had to check that. So what I'm trying to say is that if there's a plan, that is just 100 naira, just on the street, and the machine is just 20,000 naira. It's not even up to $100. So what I'm trying to say in a simple cell is that the country we live in is a capital country of poverty. It's a title that we have already taken upon ourselves. And it is something to be celebrated in the country. Because our governments have come to accept that yes, because of the poverty state, yes, we are the poverty country of the world, and they accept it. Now, thinking that this prosperous country will pity them and give them peanuts, and they squander the peanuts. Of which they can become country that give out to other country. Look at the way they just messed themselves up during the coronavirus. They're still messing themselves up now. Then they'll still mess themselves up, because that is what poverty is all about. Poverty just want to mess you up. Greed is the son, poverty is the father. Nigeria is not even dealing with the devil. The devil does not have the devil, you know, the devil that we know, the devil that I and you know from the Bible base, that's Lucifer that we know, does not have business with Nigeria. You see how you all going about saying there's one auntie in your village that does not want you to go. There's one clinic somewhere that will come at night, come and eat your money. It's poverty. It's a poverty thinking, yeah. Just yeah. No rat eats money. Yeah, poverty is just here. So now because you never see them, it is the poverty that you have that's making you to see it. Because you are poor, that is why you are seeing it. It's the poverty thinking, the poverty mentality that you have is what is helping you to see it. We need to wake up, Nigerians. We need to stop thinking poor. And above all, I want to round it up with this. When I have time, I'm going to do a lot more on this poverty topic. I want to round up with this, and I'll begin to go into details into this. Please, Nigerians, especially the young ones, especially the youth, I want to beg you, with the love of the Father, with everything that you can do in this life, Nigerian youth, if you cannot leave this country to a prosperous country, to get your status changed from poverty to prosperity, I want to beg you, in this Nigeria that you are, you're only permitted to give birth to one child. My brother, if you give birth to 2 child to 3 child, you will be poor. If you give birth to a child and your income status is not even up to 500,000 naira, as you don't have 500,000 untouched in your account, I beg, don't go to children. I beg, condom is just 150 naira. The best condom, maybe Durex or something, is within 300 to 400 to 500. Please. Every JJ is 15 naira. The Rock is 15 naira. All those things you do, you mix together to finish her. They will not pass you 200 naira. Please, before you finish her, don't finish her future. Buy 200 naira condom and join. So as you are finishing her, you know that at the same time, you're helping her future. Don't give birth to children you can't take care of. They never asked for the government to be poor. If they had their choice, they would have made it. Don't make wrong choice for these kids. Nigerian kids are suffering. I see them every day on the street. A child of 4 on the street with pants. The child that is meant to dress fine. We talk of people raping young girls. It's because of poverty. Don't suicide these children for no reason. Don't make them have the feeling. Don't kill their self-esteem because of poverty. Don't destroy their life because you cannot control yourself. Conji hold you or go buy CD. It's not expensive. I wonder why they stop. I wonder why they even stop the advertisement of these things on TV. You need it. It's if a youth, when police is meant to stop you and say, where's your CD? If you're a youth in Nigeria, I think it should become a law. Where's the CD? Some people say, Oga. Let's be logical. Let's be guided, though. This country, we need to be guided. The fight is against poverty. It's not against spirituality. Even when you are poor, your spirituality cannot grow. Jesus works with everybody. But he needs a prosperity mindset. Even when you are poor, your prayer point is irritating us. You cannot pray the prayers of the Bible. You can't pray the prayers of Paul. You can't pray the prayers of Peter. Because you have what? Poverty thinking that make it to go to burial. And be saying you see your dead uncle. It's poverty, oh, poverty. Poverty will not allow you to acquire knowledge. Everything you want to know is only about how to make money. We have plenty of guys in Nigeria that has made it through internet fraud. Are we supposed to even support internet frauding? But let's leave that one for another day. But not one has really used it well. Even if they have used it well, they still use it inside poverty. That is why one man will make 35 million and go and buy Benz of 25 million. It's poverty. Nigeria, once they don't get land, they don't buy car, they are fine. But there are a lot that has to be done. An American child is looking at how you become global. I will affect the whole world. I will create famine. Nigeria is concerned about Benz. So this year I go buy Benz. This year I go buy land. This year I go marry you. After you marry, buy Benz. What is next? Poverty. You will not be struggling. Poverty. And our women, our ladies are not trying at all. But it's still poverty mentality that make them like that. Poverty has eaten into the system. It has eaten into our bones. We need to fight it. It's a fight. It's a war. We need to fight poverty with all that we have. Physically, spiritually. Your prayer point is, God, remove poverty from my thinking. Remove poverty from my life. Manage. Let's manage. Manage. Poverty. Manage poverty. Have a plan for your life. Have a plan. You're not money. You have 500,000 or you have 500 naira. Have a plan. How do you want to spend this 500 naira that it will be okay for you and your children? There's no money everywhere. There's no money anywhere. By the time you start thinking prosperously, money is everywhere. Money is everywhere. You didn't just find it because you're not thinking prosperously. And stop increasing the population of Nigeria. The problem we have is enough. Stop giving those girls pregnant. Stop getting them pregnant. Let me tell you something that you don't know today. And I'll tell you based on a literal experience. A woman becomes pregnant because the man gave her pregnancy. She didn't come with pregnancy from heaven. There's nothing like we did it together. It is a man decision that brings a child. Don't start shifting your responsibility on a woman. A woman only provides an egg. The man provides the sperm. So if there's no sperm, a woman cannot have child. Biology, science, spirituality. Only Jesus Christ broke that record. So if we do not pour it there, it cannot become pregnancy. Stop pouring sperm into these people's womb. That is not ejaculation. Go and have self-control. It's still poverty that will not even make it to have self-control. It's poverty. You that cannot even plan your single meal. You want to control yourself doing sex. You can't plan a single meal. You can't plan a single meal for yourself. You want to control yourself. You can't. You can't do that. You can't. You can't. I'm repeating it. You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. So please, a married man in Nigeria that has 1.5 million to 2 million in every 2 months. 2 months. As every 2 months, your total money comes to 2 million to 3 million. Or 1.5 million to 2 million to 3 million in every 2 months. You only have access to 2 child. Even that 2 child, you're still going to be living in some standard of living that is still looking poor. But you are not poor. You can live in places like Maryland. You can live in places like... Because how will you have 2 kids? 2 kids in a 2-bedroom flat, my brother, is poverty. Now imagine 4 kids. Because your children are meant to have their private rooms, to have their private times. You must and your wife can stay together depending on your policy and principles of marriage and everything. But there must also be a room set aside for quiet times. In the US, they call it my office. Let's talk in my office. Let's talk in my office. I want to go to my office. They say that office is not an office. It's a private room. What do you think of your life? So that's like a 4-bedroom. That's like a duplex. I don't know whether a duplex, whatever it is. I'm not into architecture, so I don't know. So please, 4 children, 5 children, 6 children. I say a man with 8 children plus the wife and him 10. You can't plan with this my timetable. You can never achieve it. You want to buy 10 shawarma for the 10 children. That's 10,000 naira. That's even the shawarma I'm buying. That's even the cheaper. The shawarma of 2,000. Yes. That's 10,000. You spend 10,000 every Saturday. You can't work with this. You're already poor. You are poor. You are poor. Poverty is already with you. 8 children, husband and wife. Poverty is already with you. 10 children, husband and wife. Poverty. Once you are more than 5, father, mother, 5 is too much. Once you are more than 4, father, mother, 2 children. You had 1, 5. Poverty is dealing with you. The highest you should take care of is even 3. So it's either you, your wife, and your child. Or you and your child. Hey. I rest my case today. But to just put everything into good consideration, please, Nigeria is becoming a poverty country. We the people need to stop thinking poor. Plan your life. Put your life together. Set your plan and be rich. I love you. So next time you're going to hear from me, we're going to talk deeper into what poverty has done for you and what it will do for you and why you need to get yourself out of poverty. Thank you.